Tatum, good evening from here at Fort Hood. As the sun begins to set and the lights come on here at Fort Hood, one West Texan we spoke with had a unique perspective of what took place on Wednesday. It's the news Jimmy Robinson wanted to hear, news that his son was okay. Staff Sergeant Scott Robinson had been through this before at Fort Hood. He's an Army medic, and in 2009, during the prior shooting incident at Fort Hood, he helped those who were injured.
It was just about the same feeling I had when back in 2009 when it all happened. And but this time it was a little quicker. I got news that he was okay real fast.
Jimmy, an Odessa native, says his first words were, "Oh no, not again." He couldn't believe what he saw and heard.
He was one of the medics that was on the news reels that you see every time they mention Fort Hood and the Fort Hood massacre.
Even in the way he found out about his son this time as opposed to the last.
They called me because I figured I wouldn't be able to get hold of him. And I was on Facebook at the time, as a matter of fact, and here come all the articles over, and so I kind of kept up with it on that.
Jimmy, a Navy veteran, has this advice for those with sons or daughters serving in the military.
Love your family, love your friends, take care of your neighbors. It's going all to hell around here, I guess.
Tatum, at a briefing we attended this afternoon, the general here at Fort Hood spoke about the American Red Cross and their efforts during this tragic shooting. Matt Rist has that story and joins us now. Matt?
Jay, it really was a team effort here last night, in addition to what the general here calls heroic efforts by first responders and emergency personnel. Other organizations like the Red Cross helped out and lent a big hand here at Fort Hood. Now, we've learned that the Red Cross does have an office inside Fort Hood, and last night they set up an emergency shelter for when the base was on lockdown for those who couldn't get in.
That was for residents that live on base on Fort Hood, but that could not get back into their houses, that they would provide food, cots, blankets, water.
Now, Felton said one advantage that they had was having that satellite office inside Fort Hood. They were able to relay live information out to folks out here on the outside, especially letting them know that certain loved ones were safe. Unfortunately, Felton says this is a community that's dealt with something like this before. They had another shooting back in 2009, but they are resilient and they will bounce back. We'll continue to bring you the latest from out here in Fort Hood. I'm Matt Rist, CBS 7 News. Back to you.